Hey, sandwich fanatics. Welcome back to another episode. We have a very awesome special guest today. I can't wait for you to meet him. But a life lesson thing, or not lesson, but just something we always expect in life is when we grow up and we go back to our parents' house, there's usually food in the fridge. No, I came to my mom's to do this today, and there's nothing even to make a sandwich. I'm really upset. You know what, Andy? Take the show.
Poor Ryan. Mom doesn't have anything in the fridge, huh?
Not really. It's like nothing like sandwich related or reheatable. No good leftovers. I seriously think my fridge with bread and I is stocked better than this. It's kind of sad.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you need to up your sandwich game. And what a perfect episode to take your episode to take your sandwiches to the next level than having none other than a professional chef with us today. Not only professional chef, but I'm a big fan of our guest today. Everybody, today we have Peter Martinez with us. He is very well known for being on Hell's Kitchen from, I think it was the spring season of Hell's Kitchen, season 19. One of my all-time favorite contestants of Hell's Kitchen of all time. But he is the guy who's going to take us to the promised land of sandwiches tonight. So what's it? What did you say, Ryan?
I said yes.
Oh, okay, good. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on Peter.
Yo,
what's up, Peter?
What's going on, Andy? What's up, Ryan? How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Doing good. How are you doing? How's life treating you?
Man, I'm fantastic, man. Thank you guys for having me on. Life is great. Life is grand.
Awesome. Well, hey, we have a lot of people watching here right now, and I guess before we get started, tell everybody a little bit about you. How'd you get into the food world? How'd you find yourself in the kitchen?
So a little bit about myself. I'm a Cuban chef. Born and raised by Cuban immigrant parents. I live in New Jersey. Born and raised in West New York, New Jersey. I was taught to cook by my father, which came from Cuba in the 80s and worked at the Meadowlands racetrack. It's a horse racetrack where they had two fancy restaurants. And then he would teach me, fancy restaurant food. And my mom would teach me like all that passed down heritage, the roots soul food.
Cool. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds there, honestly.
Yeah. It was amazing. It was an amazing upbringing, to land in this career, which wasn't my first choice. I did a lot of odd jobs before I landed on being a chef.
Yeah. Anything kind of way out there?
Paid criminal.
Hey,
drug
we
dealer.
Gotta pass till we gotta pay our dues.
Drug dealer, transporter. Oh man, yeah. What a pass, man. It was a dark pass, but I'll tell you right now, man, God is good, and it opened so many doors for me. When I finally found myself, it was gonna happen, because I think that these doors just kept opening and opening and opening, and I was just like, I don't want to go through that there. Like the signs were there, and I was just like, nah, I don't see any of these signs. Till I finally met my wife, and she was like, my dude, you're a chef. Like, you know how to cook your ass off. People are paying you to cook for them, and you're over here freaking working as as a technician for an electronic company. You're in the wrong business, dude. Because at this point, I was at like my final odd job. I was a freaking technician for Daewoo Electronics. It's a Korean based electronic company that I was fixing VCRs. I was fixing microwaves, wash and dryers. It was like my final odd job till she finally pointed it out.
Was it you were fixing VCRs?
Yeah, I was fixing VCRs, microwaves too.
You need a good microwave. But man, I haven't heard anyone talk about a VCR like that in years.
Yeah, seriously. I had DVD players too. I had to fix DVD players, VCRs. Like it's so weird. It was like these really outdated like equipment, and they would like still have like warranty on it, I guess.
Wow.
That's
Well, I mean, I still have DVDs, but maybe that's dating me a little bit.
I just gotta say I still
Uh,
have a VCR too. I got my VCR because I gotta watch originals like Boys in the Hood. I gotta watch
oh,
Fresh.
okay.
I gotta watch Clockers. Like these are old VHSs that I still have that I need to see fuzzy like that.
what
Yeah, no.
the
What are you
Sandlot.
gonna say?
Uh,
The
Oh, The
Sandlot for
Sandlot.
sure.
Love The
100%.
Sandlot. Um, so what was the VCR or electronic that pushed you into the kitchen then? Or was it just truly you're
Oh
just
man,
like that's enough?
it's a great story. It was December 22nd. I remember that day like so clearly. It was snowing like hell, and it was December 22nd. And I had walked into to my cubicle. I had a cubicle. It was my cubicle, then another person, and then the manager. And these calls, I used to pick up the call like, "Hey, thank you for calling Daewoo, whatever, whatever. How can I help you?" These calls are obviously being monitored because they're from their internal calls. And that day, that person called and was like, "This is a piece of junk. Come get this washer. Come get this dryer. I'm gonna throw it out my window." I just hung up on her. Clink. When I hung up on her, the manager gets up and he's like, "Did you just disconnect the call?" And I got up and I put my hand out and I was like, "I did." And I want to just thank you for everything, for I was there for 5 years. I was like, "I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me. I'm out of here." They were like, he was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're probably just having a bad day. It's snowing out. You're probably mad at your car because I was mad at my
Yeah.
car often. I had a Honda Accord, and that was like slipping and sliding in the snow probably. So he thought it was my car, but I was like, no, 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 no. I'm actually having a great day. Seriously, it's time for me to go. Like I just like, I don't know. I just jumped out. And as soon as I
Yeah.
got in my car and I'm seeing it snow, I'm like, I don't even have a job. My wife's gonna kill me. Well, at that time she was my live-in girlfriend. She was like, she's gonna kill me. I don't have money for rent. I just quit my job. So what I did was I jumped on Craigslist and I just typed like literally one-liners. I don't have a resume, but I can cook. Set me down for an interview type shit. And yo, out of like 20 emails I sent, like 17 hit.
Oh, okay.
awesome.
Some people. I mean, not all of them positive. I'm not saying everybody was like, "Yeah, come in." No, some people were like, "All right, asshole, who the fuck are you?" Like, sorry if I can't curse, but they were like, "What kind of
Yeah.
joke is this a joke?" And then I would write back, "No, honestly, this is not a joke." Like,
That is awesome.
yeah. So that kicked it off. I was like, I jumped into the deep end.
Man, that's a wicked story. Where did you end up getting your first job
Yeah.
at? Like
So
behind
it was the first job was at Havana Rum Room. It was a Cuban restaurant that was like a gastro pub. They were, they were great there. They let me take over pretty much. They let me just like own the place. Like after 6 months, when they saw like, the energy that I was bringing, the knowledge that I was bringing, and something told me like, wow, you can do all this with no education. Imagine if you have an education. So my wife kind of talked me into going into culinary school. And I went into culinary school just to get like proper etiquette, just to be like become like I guess
Yeah.
taught in the kitchen, like to become professional or to become like classically trained.
that is
Well, good for you, man. I mean, it's crazy. Like I'm a graphic designer, and if I could have skipped college, I would have loved to.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it kind of at least when I was getting into the career that I wanted to get into, yeah, I had to have that bachelor's degree. So, but yeah, props to you, man, for doing that. And
Thank
so how did your food journey kind of bring you into applying for Hell's Kitchens? Did you have to do some like crazy kind of like resume type, like portfolio type thing to get on the show?
Oh man, another great question. Really great question. Um, so I actually was, I was sought out by Hell's Kitchen. They were like, "Hey, we've been looking at your Instagram. We've caught the buzz of, of your platform. would you be interested in being on Hell's Kitchen? I immediately said no. I was like, I'm not. I was like, I'm not interested. I didn't even know what Hell's Kitchen was. So then I said no, I'm not interested. And maybe on a later date, if anything, I'll revisit. But thank you for the opportunity. So whatever, I didn't pay attention to it throughout the whole day. In the middle of the night, like when I'm laying down, my wife's washing up, kids are down and sleeping. Well, actually, I'm lying. Only my daughter was born at that time. My wife was 7 months pregnant at that time with my son. And I was like, oh, a show, Hell's Kitchen, hit me up. And I said, no. She was like, wait, what? 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 And I was like, yo, I was like, I don't know what the hell. She was like, with Gordon Ramsay, are you what? No, you got to email them. Show me the email. Show me the email. I showed her the email. She replied back like, I think I've changed my mind. I don't know what she wrote. Honestly, to this day, I don't even know what she told them. She was like, there. So I just see the email to come back, and they were like, well, great. All right, so we want to do some interviews with you, and we'll see how your character goes, see if you fit for the show. They did an interview for me, and then 3 days later, I was going to LA.
Oh, that's crazy. So
yeah, I went to LA for I think the screening, like they do this psychological thing where they have all these doctors testing you and asking these questions. They check your blood pressure. They make sure that you're kind of psychologically okay, that that you can withstand this trauma that they're about to put you through.
wow.
They ask you a lot of suicidal questions. They ask you a lot of like violent questions, and they do a background check on you. So I was in LA for 3 days, just like going through interviews and like going through like kind of psychological, tests.
Evaluation. Wow. Holy cow,
Evaluations,
that's
yeah.
crazy. It's not something you would think that, would happen for a TV show, but I mean, so I that kind of leads to the next question. I mean, is Gordon as tough as they make him look like on TV? Is it as crazy as Hell's Kitchen looks like on TV? Is it really like that?
It's worse. It's worse than that. It's not. It isn't that. It is. If that's bad, then imagine what's really happening. Where it's like you're waking up at 6 a.m. and you're going to sleep at 3 a.m. and you're really doing this work. And in between really doing this work, excuse me, you're going through interviews. So they interview like, oh, I saw that you were struggling in the kitchen. It seems like this person could help you. Did they help you? And then they try to like make you kind of like gossip about each other, or kind of like put each other down, or try to lift each other up, or whatever they try to do, whatever the plot is. So in between that, is Gordon Ramsay that tough? Yes, he is. He's a lot tougher than that. He's a lot tougher than that. He's really about his business, and that show is his business.
Yeah. So the toughness aside, I mean, what is there anything about Gordon or the show that kind of, you're kind of surprised, like, wow, I never thought it would, I would see something like this, or was there anything kind of that you unexpected that you encountered?
It almost seems like everyone's against you even from the beginning. Like it's like I guess the energy and the tone that they set is that it's very hard to have some camaraderie. Even like I think it's the thing where you have this thing in your mind that you're there to compete. So you're already entering a place with people that could possibly be your friends, but you have this I'm here to compete mentality that it almost becomes like a brainwash where you're like, I ain't gonna be cool with anybody.
Really? Yeah, absolutely. Wow, crazy. So I guess leaving Hell's Kitchen, which I totally sided with the way that you left Hell's Kitchen, or at least the way that they showed it on TV. That took some mad balls to do that, and props to you for doing that. But after leaving the show,
sorry,
I don't really know how you left, because I never watched. I watch cartoons.
So I'll give you like the actual what really happened. So I was basically extremely frustrated. I chose my mental health over everything. I was sleep deprived. I was extremely nervous for what was going on back home, because my wife was 7 months pregnant with my son. My daughter is a rambunctious 1-year-old, 1.5-year-old at that time. So it's like being with this belly, having to deal with a toddler. And on top of that, right before I flew out to Vegas, my wife had got an upper respiratory infection. So meaning that if she's not breathing, then the baby isn't breathing properly. So it was just like a mind fuck for me. So I needed
Yeah.
these updates. I needed these updates from back home, and I wasn't able to get them. So I just chose my mental health at that point, and they said, listen, don't go out like that, because I was just gonna walk off, period, just leave. But they were like, don't walk off like that, at least show that this is more important. Your mental health is more important. So I was like, all right, so what do you want me to do? Well, you're gonna have a perfect service, and Gordon Ramsay's gonna ask you, are you ready not to be here? And then you say what you want to say. And I
Yeah.
was like, all right. And I saw the queue, and I thought about it for a second. I'm like, I could hold on a little longer. When I saw the queue for them to like make me quit, I saw the queue, and I was like, I'm out of here, yo. I'd rather be home. I'd rather be home with my wife and my children, and
Yeah.
my daughter, because I just honestly, I felt like it wasn't even about competition anymore for me. It was more about like I needed to know what was going on back home. So I chose what was more important to me.
Yeah. No.
That's
Man.
a way to go out.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for you, man. Good for you. So, leaving Hell's Kitchen, you've now come back home, and so tell us a little bit more about your projects and things that are going on with you. And I know you got the digital food truck. Tell everybody a little bit about that.
So the digital food truck is a super cool, very very trendy topic that concept that I've come up with during COVID. During quarantine, I was let go from David Burke restaurant. I was actually a sous chef slash chef de cuisine at David Burke's Ventanas in Fort Lee. And I was let go because of COVID. They were like, yo, we're cutting hours. Do you want to be here part time, or do you want to just like, come back when we reopen? I was like, I'm going to just come back when we reopen. I don't feel safe. I don't want to freaking get sick. I got 2 toddlers at home, and, and my wife. So I just call back when, when this is over. Not no, at this point, nobody knew what was happening. We were just like winging it, trying to figure out life with this virus. So comes 2 months, I couldn't even get unemployment. So I was like, yo, this unemployment thing is like impossible to get. I don't know how the hell to get it. Like they're not taking my calls. They said I was approved. Um, so I was like, I need to come up with something. So what I did was I was having a beer with with my daughter's godfather and one of my good friends. And we were just kind of brainstorming, like, what could we do? Like, what would you do? And I'm there like, he asked me, like, what would you want to do right now that you could actually survive this? And I'm like, I would love a food truck. So he's like, but do you want to purchase a food truck right now, like with COVID and not knowing and the overhead and jumping into this during a pandemic? And I was just like, what about if I just did it like online, like Instagram, and just like, use my platform for that? He was like, oh, like a digital food truck. So it's all digital. And I'm there like, boom, there it
Boom.
is. And it was just like, and it just took off. Literally, it started off with like a small menu of pork slider. I have a smoker in the back. You'll see that when we go out there to cook. I have a smoker, I have a grill, and I started smoking pork and did like pork sliders, and I started doing smoked chicken sliders. I started doing wings, and it just took off. It just took
That's
off, and
awesome.
That is
I've been so
awesome.
grateful, man. Yeah, I'm so grateful,
So,
man. This Sunday, I did
so
my first 108-person wedding.
I saw that. That's awesome, man. So how was
Yeah,
that?
hard. It was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard. Like, I think that next time I'm gonna have a little bit more planning, because I'm gonna have to hire some people, because it is a family-run
Yeah.
business. I have my mother-in-law helping me. Sometimes my parents help me, and then my wife is like my right-hand man. She's a sous chef. She's a manager. She's all hats right now. So it was hard. It was only me and her, and then like the little bit of help that I
Yeah.
got. I have my mother-in-law kind of clean some strawberries for the charcuterie board,
Yeah.
fruit salad or whatever, and things like that.
Cool, man. So do you serve just the New Jersey area, or are you kind of New York, New Jersey, like where are you at?
So I'm New York, New Jersey, like, Manhattan proper. I've gone all the way to Long Island. I've gone to Queens. I've gone to Pennsylvania. I've gone to Connecticut. These are all really big orders. For instance, September 11th, I actually have a wedding upstate New York.
Okay. Cool. So if anybody wants to check out Peter's site, can people place orders right through your website?
Yeah, they could. They could inquire right through it. You could set them up. It's really like it's an amazing catering company. We customize anything and everything, and we also have like an evergreen seasonal menu where we're creating everything locally sourced, sustainable. I'm telling you, I'm going to farms right around the North Arlington area. I'm going to like Plainfield. I'm going to different local spots to get all my produce, to get my meat. So yeah, check us out.
Awesome. Yeah, check them out at the digifoodtruck.com, right? The digifoodtruck.com.
Funny story about the Digi Food Truck. So I went to get the digitalfoodtruck.com and somebody had it already. So they must have saw me on the show. And then you know how like you do that you do that video where they're like, oh, let's catch up with Peter Martinez, see how he's done after Hell's Kitchen. And on that video, I said, I started my own company, the digitalfoodtruck.com, and I didn't have the .com at that point. So whoever saw that bought it. They bought the domain name. You know how much they want for it? 15 grand.
What? Come on.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll just do the Digi Food Truck. Sounds cooler
anyway. That is nuts. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Wow. Well, speaking of food, you have a demo set up for us today. And I mean, Ryan, if you didn't have any other questions, I think it'd be great for us to kind of transition into that point.
Just got a comment. The Digital Food Truck Instagram is like mouth-watering delicious to look at. I just followed you. Holy crap.
Thanks, man. Thanks,
I keep forgetting.
Thanks,
there's a photo of you out there. It looks like Ratatouille. I forget which page it's on. Oh my God, I love that photo. It is awesome. I love that photo.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. So Sean J. Dean or somebody did it for me and they sent it to me. I was like, whoa, this is amazing.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I mean it what's that, Ryan?
It's like a little video thing. It's in the little video thing.
Possibly.
Yeah,
oh, I don't. That I don't know, but I saw a photo.
That's actually new. No, that's actually new. That's new. No, it's actually a photo of Ratatouille, like the set and the little Ratatouille on my shoulder.
Oh
yeah. Oh man, it's perfectly done. It's perfect.
Yeah, that was some really creative art. That's some creative art. I love that.
That is awesome.
My wife should get that tattooed.
So for your sandwich demo today, what are we making?
So for you guys today, I have a nice grilled chicken thigh that I've been marinating for over 24 hours now. And it's marinated in our digital spices. It's called the sandungueo, which is basically this hip word in Cuba that they use for like the cool shit, right? And these spices are my own personal blend. Soon they're going to be going on sale. They'll be on the market. We're going to come out with 3 different blends of my spices. This one is specific for anything. The sandungueo spice is basically could use on anything: chicken, fish, pork. You could use it on a steak. I don't really like messing with it on steak because I like my steak kind of like simple. But yeah, it's perfect for anything.
Awesome. Will those spices be on the digifoodtruck.com?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
So
right.
I have this. I've been having this chicken thighs marinating there since last night. So it's about 24 hours already. And then from there we're gonna grill that bad boy. Once that bad boy is nice and grilled, we're gonna bring it inside. We're gonna put a nice mixture of 3 cheeses. I have some Colby Jack, some Monterey Jack, and I have some Pepper Jack, and I kind of like grated myself. And then we're gonna put it over the chicken. We're gonna panini that bad boy. I got a panini out that I just broke out for you guys, And then we're gonna
Nice.
layer some avocado. Then we're gonna layer some, some nice cilantro leaves, and then we'll just finish it off with some jalapenos. And then can't forget the magic sauce. It's the digital sauce. So I'm gonna make a spicy digital sauce.
Ah.
All right. Well, you got me drooling.
Yeah,
Cool.
this is gonna be legit.
Oh,
Awesome. All right. So what do we got to do to get started?
Let's just get the show on the road then.
All right.
Adventure, we get to move.
Let's get the,
Ryan likes moving.
let's get the show on the road.
Oh, we're not
If
moving.
my headphones die, we're gonna point you guys towards the fridge. If my headphones end up dying, I guess I'll just take them off and I should be fine there. We're gonna grab these, put some tomatoes on that bad boy. What's a sandwich without tomato, man? I mean, so we got some tomato, we got some jalapeno. We're gonna cut that.
Dude, I'll eat a
avocados.
tomato, just like some zesty Italian dressing and tomato.
Oh.
I'll sit there and just eat like a whole tomato like that.
We're gonna go fancy. I think we're gonna go micro cilantro.
Ooh,
It's a fancy
okay.
sandwich. It's a fancy sandwich.
Get your fancy pants on.
So this is the digital sauce right here. This right here, guys.
So
And
someone
look how
wants
it's
to
spelled.
know.
And look how it's spelled. It's the sauce.
So very nice. So can you disclose? Are you able to disclose the makeup of the digital sauce? I can't say it right, but
you know what?
Someone wants to know.
I actually can. It is. You ready? Write this down. It is mayo, ketchup, mustard, diced up pickles, Worcestershire sauce, A1 sauce, and a little bit of pickle juice. And the rest is love. I don't know. And then the love ingredient, that's up to you how much love you got for yourself. So we're going to make it spicy.
Perfect.
We're going to make it spicy with my boy, Joey's hot sauces. If you guys don't know about Joey's hot sauces, look him up. This dude's amazing. This sauce right here will knock your socks off. I'm talking like, and it's a good knock your socks off because it's spicy, but it isn't this violent, like I can't breathe type of spice. It is really spicy though. I mean, if you're not ready for it, dude.
Will you regret it later though?
Will you regret it later? Depending on how much of it you use. If you use the right amount to not kill yourself, you'll be fine. But if you overdose, like if you could see, like you could probably see it's like up to here. So I probably used it like twice, and I used drops because this thing is dangerous. And that's
this sounds like bad decisions I gotta make.
Yeah, and this is can't forget my bread. My crusty Martin's loaves I'm gonna be using.
Oh no.
Oh.
Could you guys hear me at
Did we
all?
lose him?
Could you hear me?
Yeah.
We got you.
All right, fantastic. So yeah, I'm gonna be using Martin's long rolls. I love these because they're perfect for panini. Like I got the panini over here. It's like I don't know if you guys been to New York or if you've been to a bodega before. Have you? But this
Not
is
a bodega, no.
Yes.
This is what a bodega panini looks like. It has like the aluminum foil. If you guys, should I close up a little bit?
Yeah.
It has the aluminum foil, and you need that aluminum foil brick to push down. But we'll get into that later.
That's to keep it sanitary.
I keep it like a bodega. You know what I mean? It's just that taste. That taste is unmatched.
I just want to.
We're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start measing out some of these veggies. I got the cheese ready. I'll put the hot sauce there. I got that there. Start measing out with these fruits and veggies because tomato is a fruit. I'll grab my bread.
So I got to ask you, while you get started on the sandwich here, what makes a sandwich for you? So for our little community here, there's quite the controversy about really everything. I mean, people are saying that tacos are sandwiches. That people are saying that you could take 2 cucumbers and make a sandwich out of it. What is a sandwich to you?
So to me, Peter Martinez, a sandwich is anything that you put in between a bread. So
Oh, with that being said, but like a hoagie or like a hot dog bun, if it's like not completely separate, is it still a sandwich?
a hot dog is a hot dog. It's not a sandwich. It's a hot dog. It's like it's Ryan. It's not like anything else. It's It's just straight up Ryan. That's it. You could dress him up like Batman. You could dress him up like Robin. But we know it's you, Ryan. So a hot dog is not a sandwich. It's a hot dog. The same as a burger. A burger is a burger. But this, my friend, when you put anything in between it, even if you want to put marshmallows, you'll have a marshmallow sandwich. But it's a sandwich between bread.
I haven't tried that one yet.
So, but yeah, we're gonna start mixing this out. I just want to give a quick plug to Kikuchi Knives. These guys send me this knife. I'm running a campaign right now on Instagram for them. Yo, these knives are amazing, bro. Over 750 years of craftsmanship, over 13 centuries. Each knife is made by like a bunch of individuals. So like the blade is done by one professional, the handle's done by another professional, like the kind of the hammering is done by another professional. It's not like a conveyor belt knife. So check them out, Kikuchi Cutlery. And yeah, I'm gonna be using my Damascus petty. This is a Damascus petty everyday knife. This thing is so light, it's like, look at it. It's so small. This thing is so violent because it just like goes through anything. It's like,
yeah, it looked like just. I mean, the knives I have here at home, I think I need to upgrade.
Yeah, man, check out Kikuchi Knives, and if you use code Chef Peter 10, you get 10% on any of your orders.
Oh, cool.
Oh, all right.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Peter, what is your take on like using an Instapot?
One more time.
What do you think about the Instapots? Because I've been using those to like pre-make like all my meat and stuff, like for sandwiches and anything else. But like I've been really hooked on the Instapot. What do you think of those?
I think it's cool, bro. The Instapot is like, is that like similar to a crock pot type of thing?
It's like a crock pot, but like you could actually take like a piece of frozen chicken and cook it in 20 minutes, and it's fully done and it's juicy and awesome.
What, dude? That sounds awesome. I mean, listen. I'm cool with all gadgets, and I'd love to experiment with all gadgets, all because, I'm just that type of dude. I like to like see what kind of texture I'm gonna pull off, or what kind of like, what kind of sauce I could create with it. So yeah, I'm all for it. Like air fryers, I think are just mini small convection ovens. Anybody that tells you like it's an air fryer, it's not an air fryer. It's like a mini convection oven, and you could achieve that type of crispiness with it because it's so small and it's so compact that the air is just like whipping around and it's drying out whatever it is that you have in there, making it crispy. So, but I love air fryers. I don't have one. I mean,
you can cook lobster in an air fryer.
Air fryer companies, if you want me to test your product, be sure to hit me up. But
you'll do it right.
You know what I mean? We'll make it happen with your air fryer. But I'm not against it at all. I'll leave the avocado for last.
There's a comment that your kitchen is a dream. There's been a lot of comments. Everybody likes your kitchen.
Oh man, thank you, man. Thank you. It's a lot of hard work. It is a nice kitchen. I'm very thankful for it. It has brought me a lot of success. So I'm thankful. Thank you guys. So we got the marinated chicken. This thing's been in here for almost 24 hours, 12 hours. And it smells amazing. It's like that sandugeo is garlic. There's onion powder in there. There's like fresh minced garlic. There's onion powder. There's a little bit of smoked paprika. There is salt, pepper, a drop of cumin. And then, you know, we Cuban, so we got to use that sazon Goya.
Is there a way that you could over marinate a chicken?
Hell no. There's no way you can over
Good.
chicken. The more marinated, the better.
All right.
How it is when like I make jerky, and that's what I do when I buy marinades. I let it sit for like 24 hours before I dehydrate it.
But what we're gonna do is we're gonna freaking walk out here. We're gonna see me travel. I'm gonna walk. You're gonna see my family. You'll see my children. My children calling
Hey,
Hey.
here.
tiny humans.
Wants no parts of the camera. My here. We're gonna definitely just turn this bad boy on. And while it's turning on, I will just you hear my daughter asking me why am I out here.
What are you doing?
Boom. We got the grill going. I like to heat up the grill. I like for the grill to be nice and hot. You know, so right now we're just gonna put this grill to get hot. So I close it up. We'll put it here. Right now the temperature is at about. It just got turned on, so it's not even like anywhere yet. And if you guys could see that, we're gonna probably wait for it to get up to like 400, 450, even better if it's 500. We get a nice sear. We can get that nice char on those lines. It'd be amazing.
Ooh.
It's fast.
So do you like propane grilling versus smoking?
Over smoking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Over smoking, yes. Over a charcoal grill, no.
Okay.
Wood or charcoal, my favorite, absolute favorite. It's probably the best flavor. Somebody told me that I can actually throw charcoal. My mother-in-law actually said, why don't you just throw some charcoal inside your propane grill, and then you'll get that same flavor. And I was like, I don't know. I never tried that before. I already got the facts down. I don't want this thing to set on fire. So if you know anything and anybody knows anything about that, hit me up. Let me know.
Yeah, I've never heard of that, but
yeah, me either. A gas grill or a charcoal grill. I don't think you should just throw a bunch of charcoal inside your gas. Just saying.
Yeah. What were you saying, Ryan? Were you saying something?
I think I'm all about. I like, if anything, I like my charcoal, and I like smoking my smoker. More than
Hi.
Yeah, my son's like, hi. He's about to like. Yeah, I'm the same way, Ryan. Same.
Gas is good for convenience.
There goes my daughter now. It's monkey see, monkey do in this house. it's literally monkey see, monkey do in this house. All right, so we're keeping up on 300 right now, guys.
Damn, that's
okay.
quick.
Yeah, that is heating up quick.
Yeah, this is a Weber, whatever that means.
Yes,
it's a pretty good.
We got 2 charcoal Webers.
Yeah.
Webers are the best way to go.
Listen, Weber isn't sponsoring me, so all you grill people out there, if you want me to try something out, talk to me. Me and Weber are not exclusive. Me and Weber are not exclusive, but we can be, Weber.
Yeah. Do your kids have any desire for cooking food with you? Do they like cooking with you in the kitchen?
Yeah, they both do. It's really crazy how like during holidays or during like birthdays or something, they're in the kitchen. They're like peeling carrots. My daughter's 3 and she's peeling carrots. My son's over there. Like I've had them make pasta before. Like they've made gnocchi before. They're getting into it. I make sure that they do it because I asked them to. They're just like, "Oh, Papa, I want to help you," and I'm like, "So let's get it.
Let's go." Do your neighbors get jealous of your? There's a question out here. Do your neighbors get jealous of your grilling?
Actually, neighbor just kind of bought even like the way better Weber because he sees me use this thing so much. So he bought the better Weber. He's like, if you ever need to use it. But I always give them whatever we have on the grill, they get anyway. So they're cool. They're cool about it. They get to eat the same shit we eat.
Lucky.
Yeah. At times it's like, yo, man, you just always feeding us.
Yeah.
We're coming at 400. I'm about to drop this bad boy.
Damn.
All right.
All right. So
the sizzle.
We're gonna go skin side down, guys, and we're gonna go to the hottest part of the grill. And we're just gonna keep dropping these bad boys.
Oh, that one I can hear.
I'm only making one sandwich, but I over here have like how many chicken thighs? It's like I can. So if you guys live close, then you guys be having this as well.
Oh man, we'd be there. That's for sure.
All right,
And
so
we gotta add his place to our road trip.
I'm gonna lower the heat. I'm gonna just lower the heat probably about down here to like about to the first level of the grill. So that means that this will get a nice char. It'll come up to around like 350, and it'll start to like slowly cook like if it's in the oven, but obviously it's on a grill, so it's gonna get those beautiful nice char marks. We're gonna go back in here and we're gonna start setting ourselves up for for the panini. We'll hit it. We'll connect the panini right now. We'll start moving on our sandwich making. So this bad boy's about to get really hot. You guys can see my panini. Lift it up.
Yeah. Oh
As
yeah.
Same thing as a bodega. I'm gonna just hands really quick over here, really quick.
Okay, for our viewers that aren't completely sure, no difference between things like me, what is the difference between a panini and a bodega?
What's the difference between a panini and a bodega sandwich?
Yeah.
I would say that they're the same. You could get a panini at a bodega.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Well, because you said bodega, like
A bodega is basically is a store in the hood, or like in a Latin community. A bodega is basically to us means just a convenience store, a grocery store, but they're different. They're different in Jersey. They're different in New York. It's a bodega. There's actually a vibe. There's actually a specific character behind the counter. There's always like cats sleeping on the bread. Like it's a different vibe. There's salsa music playing. There's you could get credit if you want. Like you can tell the guy, yo, I'll pay you back later, papi. I'll pay you tomorrow. You know what I mean? My mom, when I was like 4 or 5, my mom would send me to get cigarettes. She'd be like, oh, papi, tú sabes que it's for my mom. And he's like, yeah, I would show him the note, like, here, there's she wants cigarettes. So he'd give me the cigarette straight to my hand, 4 years old. I take it to my mom.
God, okay. That's awesome. Like, so it's more like a family vibe place, and
it's like a community thing. It's like it's all about the community. It's all about the it's basically your block, your town.
Yeah, and the health has no place there.
Yeah, you don't really have those anywhere but New York, New Jersey. I've never really seen it. I've seen them pop up in Florida because people move from over here to over there. But we're gonna get this. We're gonna make the digital sauce spicy by adding a little bit of Joey's.
Ooh, I can't wait.
If you guys can see, I look at the grill from here. I don't know if you could still see it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I look at the grill there, and I see that the temperature is at. I kind of know where the gauge is already, so I know it's like 350. I continue to watch it. Plus, there's no violent smoke coming, so my chicken isn't burning or anything. Which it has happened when I've had too many like greasy burgers on there. It will catch like a high flame. So we're gonna grab our bowl here so we can digital sauce. We're gonna mix the digital sauce with the Joey sauce. This is gonna be a digital and Joey X collab right here.
So is the digital sauce like your base sauce for pretty much most of your sauces that you create, or is this just kind of special for this one-off sandwich?
This digital sauce is what we're known for. It's our famous sauce. It goes on our burgers. It goes on our fried chicken sandwiches with It goes on almost anything. I swear. I think recently I put it on egg rolls. I made some like Cuban egg rolls and I put it on egg rolls. Actually, if you check out my Instagram, I did a tres golpes slider, which is a Dominican traditional breakfast sandwich, and I put my digital sauce on it. People.
All right.
Actually, for that.
You can check out Peter's Instagram at Chef Peter Martinez.
All right, so I got one drop in there. I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drops in there. That is living on the edge. I'll tell you that right now.
Sounds like we're gonna start.
It's like living on the edge right now. We don't want violent because it'll just overpower the entire sandwich. We don't want that. We don't want to overpower the sandwich.
This is like Digital Joey.
So this is Digital Joey. That's it. It's like a sound. So we got that. We got the jalapenos cut. We got our vine tomatoes cut. We got our cheese ready. We got the paninis getting cut. We got the avocado sitting pretty. We're now just gonna go right back to our chicken, see where we're at with it. It's about 350. It was kind of cooking. What's going on with the viewers? What's going on with?
Yeah, we got a question here. What's your favorite sandwich creation so far?
My favorite sandwich creation. This is gonna be cheesy as hell, but I like a Cuban sandwich.
Me too.
I mean, it's just like it's just like my go-to thing. It's just like a Cuban sandwich. When I was younger, I used to love like these breaded steak sandwiches, or like a steak sandwich, a Cuban steak sandwich, because it's different than like a Philly cheesesteak. It's not like that thin slice steak. It's more like it's like top round that they slice kind of thin, and then they don't put no cheese on it. It's lettuce thinly sliced, like you would get like a Blimpies, or I don't know if you guys have what kind of sub spots do you have over there? Subways. I guess you have the Subways with the thin sliced
yeah.
And then you put some tomatoes and onions, and then you just like bathe it in like olive oil and vinegar, and it's like amazing because it's like oh wait, I forgot to put the little shoestring fries on top. People with that sandwich. So if you ever go to Miami, or if you guys are ever in New Jersey, first of all, if you're in Jersey, then you got to hit me up. I'll take you back. Secondly, if you're you got to check out Puerto Sagua. They have amazing Cuban sandwiches all over Miami. You'll
okay. Yeah, we were close to going to downtown Miami, like I want to say like 3 or 4 months ago, and I ended up getting sushi just outside of it. So I will make sure I go back for sure.
Please go back. So if you notice on the sandwich creation, I got the bread here. I'm not putting any sauce on it because when we don't panini with the sauce. I am not a fan of like things with mayonnaise becoming hot. So it can be hot and then put mayo, because then it's a finish.
Same way.
So I will not be heating up my mayo, nor will I be heating up my avocado, nor will I be heating up my tomatoes or my fresh ingredients.
Okay.
But for sure, we're not heating that stuff up. You know what I just thought of? Maybe I put a little bit of red onion on it. Let's go over here to the pan.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's get a little red onion in here. Why not? I'm like thinking like what? So this is my messy pantry. I keep my onions down here.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. I've seen worse.
I just recently organized it because it was so in there, and I was just like, I need to help this thing out.
So how do I gotta ask you? So how do you stay on your toes? You know, being a chef, I feel like everything creative nowadays is so. I mean, moves so quickly. Even in the career that I'm in, you know, how do you stay on your toes? How do you keep up with new techniques and recipes?
I live and breathe food. So it's like I'm constantly reading blogs. I'm constantly reading about, these 5 Michelin star, the 3 Michelin star chefs. I'm constantly looking at documentaries. I'm constantly staying informed. So by staying informed, I stay on top of my game. There's so much of like, I want to say like this fast service food where people want like TikTok food, where it's like made in like three minutes or 5 or 30 seconds or whatnot. This, that, the third, right? I stay on my game so that way I can continue to create and not be like everyone else. That it's good to stay outside the box, because it just brings originality, and it brings another level of talent to people. Like the digital food truck is pretty much taking classics and we're violating them. We're changing them. We're making them different. If you guys we're famous for our Cuban sandwich egg rolls. So what it is basically an egg roll with every component of a Cuban sandwich in it. So it's like, and then on top of that, I switched up the whole thing and I put a guava duck sauce to go with that Cuban sandwich egg roll. It's sweet, it's salty. The pork for 24 hours and cooks for 12 hours. It's juicy. It's like, listen, I wish I could show you better than I can tell you.
I'll be right back. I'm booking my flight to New Jersey right now.
And here's like where we go on when we get our food truck.
It's like nobody orders from me. Nobody orders from me without ordering that. Like they need that. That's like a must.
Oh man,
I need that.
Order all the time. All right, look.
Wow.
Here now, we've let that chicken cook for a little while. I'm gonna grab my plate, grab my tongs. We're heading back out there, back to the loud with the little creatures.
Tiny humans.
Which they're
like, feed me.
Roll over.
Here, damn. I wish I could had a light or something. Can you see a little bit?
Oh, we can see that. Yeah.
It's like I never miss. It's like the perfect colors. We got that nice charcoal.
Oh yeah.
In. So now we're
beautiful.
Just gonna side for a little bit.
Imagine that smell right now of the grill.
What? Neighbors are popping out. Look, they turn on their lights.
They know what's up.
They're like, "Oh snap, he's on the grill. Let's go sit outside and have a cocktail while he cooks." You know he's gonna ask us if he wants some. So right now we just flipped it over. We're on the other side now. We'll just close it down again, so that way we're fully cooked right now. But now we're just gonna see us get a little bit more texture, a little bit more bite on that chicken. If you notice, I left the skin on it, so it's almost like eating a sandwich that let's call it a poor man's duck confit. So it's like it's a chicken thigh with the skin on it, like how you would see the duck. It's even like the same shape. I'll show you. So a duck leg usually looks like square like this, and it has that crispy skin.
I love duck.
Even this one looks like exactly like a duck. Like it's like
yeah.
So it's kind of like the poor man's duck confit.
Cool.
But nothing is confit here. Obviously it's a grilled chicken thigh with the crispiness, same texture as a duck. It's gonna be super tender because it was been marinating for 12 to 24 hours, and then we're just gonna bring it with all the other components. This should be ready in the next like 2-3 minutes.
Cool. Do you have any intention on making a cookbook anytime soon?
Actually, I am. I've been working on this cookbook now for over 2 or 3 years. It's like I have 6 out of the 12 recipes. I might even do a 13th recipe. And you know what I just thought of? Why don't I just melt the cheese over there? And why don't we just grill the bread now? And we'll just get this show on the road.
Yeah.
Get to this already. So like you were doing a bodega, I'll put this down right here. Can you see the panini? Yeah. You see the panini?
Yeah.
All right. So what do you do in a bodega? You got to get that Pam spray. You did?
Yeah.
And now we put our bread down, and we get the boom, and then boom, and then we're just gonna close this bad boy up. So
now
the bread is toasting. We're getting that bad boy warm. We're gonna be pulling out the chicken, but before that, we're gonna melt our cheese on it. We're gonna grab
What were you gonna say there, Ryan?
I said, don't forget the brick. I'm waiting for that brick.
Oh, that brick? Yeah. You know what? Let's put that brick on it.
Yeah, buddy. I've been waiting for this fucking brick all day. For the last hour.
Here we are. We got that brick on there. Turn this bread into a cracker. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be super thin, nice, crispy bread. So we're coming out here now. We got the cheese mixture in my hand. I'm coming, and I'm gonna put this phone here. Hopefully, I don't grill my phone, but it's all good if we do, because it'll be live. All right. So listen, I'm gonna be grabbing nice little handfuls of cheese. It's a cheese mixture.
A little tough to cheese.
Again, this is Monterey Jack, some Kobe cheese, and some pepper jack, so it's nice and spicy. So this is gonna be double spice.
All right.
Wait. Question: did you shred all that yourself, or did you just buy a bag of premixed like that?
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick glimpse of what is going on the grill.
I don't think he heard you, Ryan.
I don't think you did either.
That-
Say it again.
Did you shred the cheese yourself, or did you buy a bag of premixed?
I actually grated it myself with a box grater. So I buy
That's
these cubes. I buy these cubes, little little blocks of cheese that they sell at ShopRite. Over here we got ShopRites, and I just get a box grater and I just mix them together because the mixture is way better than what they're gonna sell in a bag. Plus, you're gonna pay mad money for the bag.
Yeah.
You could just grate it real quick, and you'll have like this shit for like all week. All right,
I mean,
so
for me, it probably lasts like an hour.
we're gonna close this up. We got the cheese on there. It's like nice, and then we're just gonna close this bad boy so it can melt. So what's up?
It looks like a nice summer day there. Is that clear skies behind you?
Check out, this is my yard.
Oh,
it is amazing out right now. My kids are still up because I'm on the podcast, so I wanted to go to sleep because I talk very loud. So they get to chill today till like after night, and it's all good because it's.
What time is it there up by you? You're like
Sorry?
an hour.
Yeah.
9?
So it's 9. It's 9 p.m. here.
Well, thanks for hanging out late with us.
No worries, man. I'm having a great time. I'm getting to cook dinner on camera and having to, get to know you guys, get to answer these questions for these people that are tuning in. We're kicking here. Chef Fine. Andy, the digital food truck. What is good?
That was beautifully done. Yeah, we got to make that part of the intro or something.
Guys, for them sound bites.
Yeah.
First one is free though, Ryan and Andy. The second one, we're gonna have to get a ticket to Chicago with you guys, and that'll be my fee.
Cool. I was gonna say that, or what's the cost of the digitalfoodtruck.com? I guess we'll have to compensate so you can get it.
If you want to buy that out, it's $15,000.
Oh man. So anything big coming up in the future for you? Any big plans? Anything other than the spices? You have any other projects going on?
We got the spices working. We have the recipe, the cooking working. Just did a campaign with Kikuchi Cutlery for the knives. Go check out those knives. And then the digital food truck is just going to continue to evolve. It'll continue to, create, and break boundaries. So we're here. We're cooked. The chicken is all done.
I'm all about breaking boundaries.
Turning off the grill. The cheese is melted. The chicken is cooked. We're closing this down. We're going inside, and we're going to rock out. Let's put this bad boy.
Let's do it.
We're walking. Take a look at
it.
Oh,
that looks delicious.
Do you ever find yourself announcing anything, like coming around the corner? I noticed from watching Hell's Kitchen, like you guys will tell each other when you're passing or when you're taking like the food over to the counter or anything like that. Do you find yourself doing that at home?
Yeah, so often because, it's like behind, you never know. So check out the bread. I told you it's going to come out like a nice.
Holy crap.
Holy
little crack. Boom. Here it is. Boom. We got the bread. This is the bottom.
We do that in the bar industry too, because I worked bars and kitchens for 15 years. And you always announce when you're coming somewhere. And even if you don't know someone's going to be there, just because to be safe, you're like, all right, coming around or behind you or something like that. That's just something you do. And then that goes home with you too.
It's automatic. It's like behind you.
It's like I'll be in the salon and I'll be like behind you. And then they're like, what do you say? I'm like, you just do it. It's a habit that doesn't go away. Or
I've been
just
like going to the sink. My wife's like, what did you just say? She's like,
watch out.
It's extremely thin with my Damascus Kikuchi, and this is extremely sharp Japanese knife, so it's super thin. I like to see my onions like kind of like see through.
That's like 80 weight paper.
Yeah, super thin, see-through. All right, so here we are. We got our melted chicken here. We got our spicy digital Joey sauce. We're gonna drop that down. Am I blocking? Am I blocking this? Let's put this over here. Let's clear the view here.
Compared to my kitchen, yours is like, I love all the matchingness because like mine is all hodgepodge, bachelor pad.
Yeah, nah. I listen. It's not as matchy as you think. It's only because the camera is on.
Oh, it's not like full of
we got
cups,
the
like all
digital
the
sauce
plastic
on.
things that don't break.
We got the digital sauce on. We're gonna now slice our chicken down. Listen, you can't have a big chunk of chicken on your sandwich. Whoever does that,
What?
making this, you're gonna just go like this. You're gonna bite your sandwich, and next thing you know, you have your whole chicken in your mouth, and the rest of your sandwich is down here. So
But you can add more chicken to the sandwich and finish eating that piece of chicken, though.
listen, then you gotta. So I like to slice it nice and thin. You know, make this nice because, dude, I get it. I love a sloppy sandwich, and this is gonna be sloppy, guaranteed. And this chicken is so juicy right now. It's like insane. I gotta definitely like pan this in real quick. It is so juicy. It is like so hot, steamy. We're gonna just place this bad boy right here. We're gonna just layer it on our bread. Boom. So now we're gonna build our sandwich, and we gotta think about balance. So the tomatoes are flat. They'll balance this out. They'll give us some flat, you know. Then we got our avocado, which I don't know if you guys ever seen this trick before, but you no longer need to like. You seen this? Where you usually grab a knife and you go crazy about it. All you gotta do is just put your 2 fingers, peace sign up, and then just pop it out. That's it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So all your life,
Shit!
you were today years old when you just found out that you didn't have.
I was today yes. And I was also today years old when I walked over to my kitchen and got rid of every avocado seed remover that I own. I have like 3.
Nice. Yes.
I'm gonna miss the hacking at the pit though. Like I'm gonna be like,
I'm not. The amount of times I've missed and hit my hand. Yeah, no.
That's a little life hack that you need to know so that from now on, you never again are going to struggle with your avocado. You don't have to go with this crazy knife trick or like risk cutting yourself or anything.
Don't play Food Ninja anymore. Got it.
Yeah, you don't need to play Fruit Ninja anymore. So we got our avocados down. We're going to put our onions down, and we're going to just kind of like layer our onions nicely here. We're going to just pick this bad boy up.
That plating.
Get rid of this here. We're gonna go now with our micro cilantro. Micro cilantro is very, very strong, so you don't want to go too crazy.
I've never had micro cilantro. Is micro cilantro something you can get from like any grocery store, or is it something that you had to kind of make yourself?
Since I had it left over from the wedding, it's like a fancy thing that they sell for like restaurants or like to garnish plates. Looks like this really cool. Like, check it out. I'll show you. It looks like really cool, like stringy. And then we're gonna finish it off with some. We're gonna finish it off with thinly sliced jalapeno. So now we're even getting spicier now. Yo, this sandwich is super spicy, dude. It got the Joey Digi, and it got some more. So you know, I gotta go more Digi on. I can't just freaking have this dry sandwich. It's gotta be saucy.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
Sandwiches you'll regret. Like those are my favorite.
Here we go. All right, guys. So now I'm just gonna wipe this board down. I'm gonna bring this over to you guys. Wish you guys were here to try this bad boy. I'm gonna just bring it over into the light so you guys can see it. I'll leave my Kikuchi knife on the board. We'll place this here like we're about to take some pictures of it, and we'll bring it into what you see here, and we'll look at it. Turn you guys around, and here we are.
Yeah, had to do the angelic music. Oh, man. Wow.
Oh.
Well, I have no words. It's beautiful. Don't eat it. Put it in a frame.
Just straight up frame it real quick.
Shadow box.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go back over here, and we're gonna just set this back up here. We're gonna clear this up a little bit. We have some space over here. We'll clear this up. We'll move this chicken over here. We're gonna grab this, move this over, and we're gonna just basically clear this table up, and we're gonna just put this down here. Let's see if I can get closer and put you guys closer.
You could totally make a drinking game out of watching him eat this, because for everything that falls out of the sandwich.
So wait, I got the question for you guys.
All right.
Does this sandwich deserve a straight cut or a diagonal cut?
I'm actually going to counter that with a third option.
Okay.
It deserves to get like that wrap you get like when you get it at the deli, and then like to where you eat it like that. Like,
all right, hold on.
Peel it open.
Nice one, Ryan. I was going to say angled because you never cut it straight across, but you're right. I think it needs to be wrapped.
Because then you can kind of catch everything, and then whatever ends up in the bottom, you can kind of just go.
You guys know I worked at a deli for like 6 years at Whole Foods. So get what? We're going to wrap this bad boy like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ready? Here we go. We're going to wrap this bad boy up. All right. We're wrapped, Ryan. So what are we doing? We're cutting straight or we're cutting diagonal?
No, what you're going to do is you're going to pick it up, and then you're just going to peel open the little part of the top.
We're just going to go from the corner right here.
Like a banana and just kind of eat it.
We're just going to go right here, this little corner here.
Yeah, and then you just kind of unwrap
I feel like that's how this sandwich works. I want to say that's how it's going to work.
Is this how it's going to work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, let's do
You were looking forward to cutting it. Oh, yeah, that looks good.
This part is torturous.
I'm sorry, guys. It's spicy. It has that mega kick.
This is Andy. I think you're slightly turning into a masochist with this, because we don't actually ever on the show.
It is extremely spicy. It has that kick all the way through. The chicken is amazing. It's so tender. It's so juicy. It's crispy.
That's a lot. Probably gives a little bit of sweetness to it.
That's what comes in to like help your palate. Like, yo, you're gonna burn up, and then all of a sudden your avocado's like straight coating your entire mouth. Like, here, protection from all this heat. And then all of a sudden you get this like soothing pickling taste from the digi sauce, because the digital sauce has chopped up pickles and pickle juice. Man, and here you have, what's a sandwich? A sandwich is marinated Cuban marinade sandungueo style thighs, chicken thighs, with a 3-blend cheese with a Joey X digital sauce and micro cilantro and avocado and tomatoes and some red onions.
I love it.
My goodness. Wow. There's a lot of comments flying through the chat here. Like, people are drooling, they're dreaming. Someone wants to know what kind of beer would you crack open with that kind of sandwich?
I just read that one.
Are you ready? Let's crack one right now. I would crack a 21st Amendment Hell or High Water watermelon beer.
I've had one of those.
This right here is the summer beer. It's basically the most amazing beer for the summer. This is all summer long. You won't see another can or beer in my house if it isn't this. It's so good. It's like a watermelon IPA, but it's actually made of wheat beer. So it's like having an Allagash infused with watermelon. So if you ever had Allagash White,
love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah.
I love Allagash White. So this is like having an Allagash White, but infused with watermelon.
So refreshing as hell.
So we've got one more question here. Someone wants to know, what would Gordon Ramsay say about this sandwich? Would he be proud?
Gordon Ramsay would probably be like, this is outstanding, Peter. This is outstanding. He loves things that are like high flavor, palatable, where the heat is intentional but not violent. He loves well balanced. So when things are well balanced, he loves them.
Right on, right on.
I hit man, it was amazing. I'm not gonna continue on camera because it'd just be torture. But plus,
can you mail the rest of that over here?
Get really into this thing, and I'll just start chugging.
Well, no worries. Thank you so much again for doing this. Ryan, did you have any other questions for Peter?
No, man. Dude, like, you're an amazing cook. I wish I was there eating that with you, man.
I wish
your story is amazing.
Oh, I made enough for all of us. I got the 4 chicken the 3 left over there. It was for us. It was for us.
Ah, love it. Thank you.
That's amazing. Well, we won't keep you any longer. Next time you're in Chicago, let us know if we can meet up with you. I'd love to see you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I will definitely be making my trip to Chicago soon because my wife's been 3 times and I've never been ever. And
what?
Getting him his first beef.
And I love watching Chicago Fire, and I love watching Chicago.
Oh, me too.
And I love watching Chicago Med, and those people make me want to go to Chicago.
The Chicago Fire game, highly recommend it. It's the best. It is amazing.
I love all 3. I love 3. I love it when they cross over. I'm souped up. It's like the main event at my house when they cross over.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Peter, for being with us. And if you guys want to check out Peter's, his website, please visit the digifoodtruck.com. You can find him on Instagram with the @handle Chef Peter Martinez. And then does the Digital Food Truck also have an Instagram?
Yep, at the Digital Food Truck.
At the Digital Food Truck. Perfect. I have it there on the screen.
Oh,
what'd you say, Ryan?
Yo, thank you, Ryan. Thank you, guys, man. It's a pleasure. We're now best buds after this. So I will be contacting you guys. We'll be sharing some tips on what you guys got over there. Send me a box of cheese. We'll figure something out.
Sounds good. Thanks so much, Peter.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Right.
Have a great night.
Take care. You too. All right, I'm gonna flip over here. Yeah, I'm just going to close it up now. Thanks so much, everybody, for attending another episode of What's a Sandwich, where we hung out with Peter Martinez. If you want to check us out on our website, you can visit us at whatsasandwich.com. And as always, keep eating those sandwiches.
Bye, everybody.